something today, and I want to know if it's for real or not, so don't cuss me out. Did your husband really leave you, or is you, like, trolling us?
No, girl, why you think I'm over here in the depression bed?
Why he left you for?
Because I showed my nipple on the vlogs.
Why would you do that, Karlissa, and you married?
I had too much to drink, and my girls we was chilling. You know how I get, and they said I had big old lady nipples, and I said no, I don't. And so I pulled it out.
To prove that you had pretty nipples.
That part. And forgot. You know how you be forgetting when you had that little sip. Like, no, I don't. They be trying to test me because I'm an old bitch thinking myself up, and I had to let them know this shit was popping.
Okay, so did you make up with your son yet? Are y'all good?
We whatever.
Okay, well.
And that's really just because I'm not in agreement to what he's doing and who he's choosing to do it with, because I think it's dangerous.
Okay, now this is gonna be my last question, because me and Ray are supposed to come on your podcast.
You look so fucking good.
Thank you. Ray and I said, Ray and I said we were gonna come do an interview with you for your podcast. So I don't want to give too much away, but I do want to know one more thing. Hold on, can you call Rico and ask him where he's at? I want to know one more thing. Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna ask.
My husband left me, y'all.
Why is it? So I'm a mom and I have a boy, right? My worst fear is my son prematurely impregnating someone's daughter, because I am pro-choice. And if that happens, I have no say-so. Like, if that were my young daughter, as long as she's not 18, I could make the decision for her, and I would. Now, with that being said, I don't judge you on that part. I really don't judge at all. But why is it that you and my mom feel like y'all should be on the internet with your grievances about your children that are public figures? That's the only part I can't wrap my brain around. Because I don't agree when I be losing my mind.
I'm going to answer that on her behalf and my behalf. Oh, y'all have more respect for y'all fans than y'all do for us. And so when we let the fans know how we feel, they usually tend to sway you guys and tell you guys what's right and what's wrong. Am I right?
Now, for me, it's twofold. There are times that I have absolutely intentionally weaponized my platform when I felt hurt by my mother. 100%. I have done that. And I've not just done it to her. I've done it to several people. Now, the flip side of that is there are things that have taken place throughout the years, stemming from childhood. And I was just talking about this in my live earlier. I don't know if you were on there when I said I despise. There's a particular part of our culture, and specifically as it pertains to parenthood, that stresses me out. And it's that do as I say, not as I do type mentality, where we're told we're the oldest. There was no handbook. I did the best I could. Okay, but in that process, you damaged me. You hurt me. You've said things. You humiliated me. So see, with me and my mom, this has been before there was a Facebook, before there was a Twitter, before there was an Instagram. You've been humiliating me. To family members, to all kind of stuff. Like the time I was a virgin.
But if your mom hadn't humiliated you, look at all the traffic you moving through. Look at all this shit you making happen. You know how many times they tried to stop you? I don't even know you, but I know they tried to stop you. I know this business would have ripped your ass apart if you didn't have a mother like me. Ripped your ass in half.
Probably. But
you look at people that say shit to you and it don't even faze you. God gave you the mother for your journey.
She did, but at the same time,
no, she loved you.
I didn't. Not
brothers.
Now here's the thing. I've never said my mother did not love me. What I said was she loved me to the best of her ability, but it was not the best for me and my emotional needs.
I understand
that. Now, the other thing is, yes, the business probably would have done me in way dirtier than it did, but I was also born into it. And even being born into it, I still had to learn a lot of lessons the hard way, thinking I knew it all. But I've taken accountability for all of that. And what I say is, healing doesn't happen on the internet. I have to learn to shut up sometimes, even when I know I could really dead all the shit with a half a screenshot and one voicemail.
I could have done that situation at the very beginning, October 22nd, 2022. I could have really nipped it in the bud.
Also, a lot of stuff that you and your mom go through on the internet is what everybody's going through in the world. So a lot of the stuff that we're going through right now is showing our transparency, that even people that wear those diamonds that you got on, that got that stylist next to you, it's showing a lot of people that even rich people go through the same bullshit. Embrace the transparency.
There's transparency, and then there's just flat out like, it's okay. So I'll put it to you like this: there is damage that is done publicly and damage that's done privately. I would rather us fuck each other up, cold, hard, just downright out gutter nasty shit behind closed doors, because there's
some things that when you take it there in front of the public, I personally, it's gonna take a long time for me to come back from that, especially anything that feels traumatic to me. That's one. Two, there has to be some level of accountability from y'all as parents that says, I thought I was giving you everything. I know I did the best I could. If I had known that it was going to have this effect on not just you as a person, but our relationship, I would have done things differently, or I would have taken accountability a long time ago. Way better.
I mean, but you know your mom better than anybody, and your mom is probably pretty much the same mom as me. When you was at school and you was acting up and we had to go up there, we showed our ass.
I was never
when you showed your ass
acting up at school. You know why my mom
go to Walmart or to Target, wherever you got all that attitude that she was adjusting, it's been there before you became famous.
Oh, true. But
she always checked it in public. She didn't wait till she got home.
That's ridiculous.
But you know your mom.
That doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't make it okay, but you can't change who we are as parents.
Can't change who we are. Now we're grown as hell.
I know, and y'all cussing us out and acting grown as hell on the internet. And what you gonna do when your son does the same thing?
Listen, the difference in how I parent, I would actually be, no matter what, I would be devastated because I love my child. That's not what I'm debating. I know my mother loves me. That's never up for debate for me, ever. Never has been.
I wish I could say that I wish that I had the courage to not show out where my son showed out. Do I regret it sometimes? Yes. But where he showed out, that's my motto. Whether we on the football field, at the high school, in the principal's office. Nigga, if you want to do it right here, we gonna do it right here. That's just what it is. We split our ass for y'all. Literally.
Well, no, she split her stomach. She had a C-section, but
I get the good babies. Them the good babies. Yes, we had to get y'all cut out. All mine's a C-section. I know.
Well, I know that you guys love us. I've had, like I told you, conversations with Jonathan before, very briefly. And he's very intelligent. I will say that. And I could tell that he's very smart. I could tell that he's actually not I thought he was completely void of empathy. He's actually not. I think I really understood. I feel like he really loves old girl. And I commended him. He said, I put her in a position when I said that as a man, that's what you're supposed to do. So don't ever feel bad for that. And now she's going to be the mother of your child. And no matter what, if you choose to stay with her.
There is nothing I want more than for him to be happy. If I could see that she was going to get to a place where she could handle him, because we know y'all. We know our kids. It's not that I don't think that she could be a great, awesome person. I just know that my son is going to push her buttons the way he pushed his own mother's buttons, and that's not the right person for him at the right time. That's my only concern. My concern is that I know Jonathan is going to annoy the fuck out of her, and she doesn't have the patience to deal with my child. Period.
Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here. I got to shoot, but I just had to have. I wanted to just ask that question.
I know you. I've talked to your mom several times, and I know she loves you, and I know I've heard her say same thing I've said. I wish I would have went a different route, but there's no handbook to fame or fortune or any of this stuff that we going through with y'all to know how to give y'all that space and respect either.
We just learning too. We dreamed for this for you guys, but we never thought that it was actually going to be right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure your mom never. There was no handbook to this either. Hell, the Jackson's Fives went through work the same shit. It's just it's no way to know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she had an idea. She too grew up in this life. She's not a stranger to it either. She's all she's ever known is fame.
You see what I'm saying?
Her dad.
I mean,
and she probably went through some type of embarrassment.
She went through a lot, and that's my point.
But
she's also publicly shamed him.
But it also made her think too. We know it makes us think at times, and it's making you think sometimes too.
You look beautiful, baby.
Thank you. The camera's on me. Okay, I really do want to. I can't wait to come on your podcast. I wanted to ask you questions so that when I come on your show, you ask me questions, and I'll answer honestly and transparently and truthfully. Say hi, everybody. We won't. Karlissa said, "Fuck that, she ain't got her wig on." But
all right, girl, you done called me. I'm over here.
Anyway.
My man done left me and went to Ohio. I'm just over here. I called him 15 times. He ain't answering, so I'm just having a rough day, y'all.
Well,
so please don't say nothing about me having my naps out like this.
I'm sending you love, light, and healing. I hope you guys make amends and it gets better.
All right, kill that shit. Don't always forgive your mama no matter what happens. You'll be all right.
I love her. One day we'll figure it out.
I know.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you guys feel about me doing an episode of Love After Hit My Heart with my mother? Should I make amends with her or no? But see, my thing is, if you want to do all of the shaming publicly, let's do the healing publicly then. We'll pay you. That's what it's all about anyway.